Well, friends, welcome to Tech Adventure. Joe here. So Lenovo does this sometimes. They create a product that is super cool, and then they don't bring it to the United States. Now, Lenovo is a Chinese company, so okay, maybe the US isn't their biggest market. I actually haven't looked into those sales details, but regardless, I mean, this example right here speaks volumes. This is the Duet 7i. It's a Yoga. It's basically a Microsoft Surface, and you might want to consider it a Surface killer, because with Lenovo, you get great value. You get good specs, you get a good build, you get good customer service at a price that's going to be lower than something like Microsoft's Surface. Lenovo has done this time and time again with other types of devices that compare to not just Microsoft, but other brands that carry a higher price point. So I haven't opened this yet. I intentionally am recording an unboxing, which I don't normally do, because I've been trying to get my hands on this for a long time, and now here I am. So this is exciting. I'm capturing the moment on camera, but you can't see my face. I don't know why that matters, but I'm smiling, just believe it. Okay, so what's in the box? And don't worry, I'm not going to show you the meaningless stuff. I know a lot of unboxings will show you, here are the instructions. All right, speaking of which, I'm kidding. All right, so inside this paper-ish bag is our core device. Holy grills. Yeah, okay. This is interesting. All right, so you can see the ventilation here. Now, the Dolby audio labeling is here, but I don't think this is actually a speaker. I think that's, here's your speaker. You get one speaker here. Looks like a SD card slot. Could be a SIM card tray, actually. Yeah, that's a SIM card tray. Headphone jack, 2 USB-C ports, not Thunderbolt. And on the other side, you have USB-C volume and power with another speaker out. So looks like dual speakers, probably stereo, and gorgeous. Nice and thin. You have your keyboard connector. Can't call it a Surface connector because this isn't a Surface. Inside this very box, we have the keyboard. Now, I've got high hopes for this keyboard because Lenovo has awesome keyboards. Now, they do make a Carbon, I don't know if it's a Carbon, they make an X1 tablet that is not discontinued in the States, and that particular device has a ThinkPad keyboard. This feels more like an IdeaPad keyboard or a Yoga keyboard. That's not a bad thing. Right out of the gate, something I really like about what Lenovo's done here, this woven fabric is so cool. It feels really similar to the fabric you'll find on like a newer Amazon Echo or a Google Nest device. It's not as coarse as the one on the Nest. I think this is nice and smooth. It's like I don't even know what else to compare it to. It's really nice, very premium. So when you put the two together, connects exactly like a Surface does. I'd say stronger magnet. Here's what you get. You have this beautiful 2-in-1 device with an awesome high-end premium fabric to go along the top. And I think it looks really good. That Yoga branding, the Lenovo badge. This is a new thing Lenovo's been doing for the last model or two for their devices. Universally, they have the Lenovo badge, and then whatever the series happens to be, like an IdeaPad or a Legion. And just making sure, where's my power? Okay, look at that. They included the pen. Okay, so we'll have to crack this open. Well, I just opened it like a caveman, but it is what it is. So we have our Lenovo pen here, removable tip, 2 buttons, just like we saw on the last Lenovo I did. It says Lenovo e-color pen. I don't know what that means. And this is an eraser button that clicks. So that's cool. It looks like you could just twist it here to open it up, probably to replace the battery, which is probably a quadruple A. All right, so let's test it to see if it clips on magnetically. Not there. I'm guessing it doesn't. I mean, there's so many buttons on this thing. This is a grill, so probably not. Okay, so you're not going to get a magnetic clip. All right, standard American plug, US plug for a device not coming to the US, and a USB-C charger. Now, box, you can go away. Let's play with this thing. All right, so just like you'll find on any other Surface device, okay, so Lenovo have implemented a little kickstand here. So you see how there's an indent, so you can just kick it out real quickly. I'll be curious to know what this is. There's a slider here, it says on. So, oh my gosh, you know what that's for? This can be detached from the machine and serve as a Bluetooth keyboard, guarantee it. Okay, I'm gonna kick this out, open it up. Now we're in standard mode. I love it so far. Okay, it doesn't kick up to connect to the screen. I believe the Surface does that. It's been a little while since I've surfaced. Holding down the power button, let's see if we got any juice. We have juice. Juice is good. Okay, so this thing is ready to roll. In case you're wondering, this was provided to me for the purpose of this review or unboxing or whatever I'm doing with this thing for just a couple of weeks by Lenovo, and then I have to ship it back. All right. So a few things we'll do right off the bat. So we got to change that display setting. Ooh, that's the wrong button. Okay, so drop it down to, oh, that's much better. Okay, so this is a high resolution 2160 by 1350. And I dropped it down to 100%. It's a little too zoomed out probably, but we're gonna roll with it for now. So why don't we test the keyboard first, see how that feels. We'll go through a few things, including, okay, nope, no need to connect to the internet right now. Yep. All right, I went through all of that now. Let's go ahead and test creating a new blank document. Just test out that keyboard. So not the worst keyboard ever, not the best. It's just the first impressions, right? But I made a couple of typos that I don't normally make when I'm testing on a Lenovo keyboard, so let's try that again. It always helps to know what you're going to type, so I'll just copy what I wrote above and try typing as fast as I can. Yeah, so same number of inconsistencies, so it'll probably take a little bit of getting used to, but I will tell you this, it's very well spaced. This feels like a standard laptop keyboard to me. It doesn't feel like it's not cramped, it's not shallow travel, actually very thick travel, and overall I do like it and I can definitely work with this. So I just noticed on this badge here that this does say it is a detachable Bluetooth 5.0 keyboard. That is insanely awesome. That is so freaking cool. And this apparently has hands-free login, and there's a portrait of an individual. So let's take a look at, oh, look at me trying to do a search like I would in Mac OS. Let's take a look at if there is, here we go, Windows Hello on this puppy. So I'm off to our sign-in options, and there is no Windows Hello unless I add a password. So I'll have to set that up later, but the good news is there is Windows Hello. That's super cool. And there is no fingerprint scanner. So you'll get Windows Hello. It does have a backlit keyboard. See if that's picking up. See the difference there? So that's good to see. This particular model is loaded with a last gen, 10th gen Core i5, but again, it's discontinued in the US. And I believe this one has 8 gigs of RAM. Let's take a look. Yep, 8 gigs of RAM on this one. Not the worst case scenario for a laptop to have 8 gigs of RAM running Windows, but also not the best. But it is what it is. Again, it's discontinued in the US, so who knows what you can find and where. Now, it is available on CDW and OfficeDepot.com, and otherwise you cannot get it from Lenovo's website. So I'm going to detach the keyboard now and see if out of the box the Bluetooth is on. It appears that it's not. Let me turn this on. Okay, Bluetooth is on. Let's see if it's connected. Yep, I don't think so. So it definitely has power. That's a good sign. Now, when it's detached, it appears that it's only one stage backlighting versus 2. Still can't connect it. So I'm going to go ahead and do a manual connection here. So it would have been great if this was already paired. Let me turn on the Bluetooth. And looking for devices. I don't see any devices currently paired. Let me go ahead and detach it again. Okay. So it found my Bluetooth keyboard and connected and paired. That was really easy, and I can see, because it's Bluetooth 5.0, I can see the battery level right now it's at 100%. That's actually pretty good. That's not too slow at all. Okay, I love the fact that this is the case. I really hope that Microsoft does this as well. Okay, so the next thing for us to test is going to be the the pen. So I'll go to Microsoft Paint. And let's give this a roll. Now, it may be the case that we have to pair this pen as well. Okay, so it is functioning. So I'm not getting anything out of this. Let me make sure that it's on. So I'm going to hold down the key. Okay, may have to hold down 2 keys to get this to work. All right, so I'm not getting a status light on the pen. So go ahead and unplug it. Oh, how cool. This pen charges via USB-C. That is really cool. So the battery is housed in here. It must be rechargeable lithium, and you just plug it in to get it charging. And on this side, you just have the female end of the port. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to plug it in now. I was really hoping this would be retractable. It's not. How the heck do you charge this thing? How fascinating. Okay, so I'm gonna have to play with that, and we'll go ahead and bring that into the next review. And I'm not seeing it, so just to be very clear, I know this is sort of like an off-the-fly video here, but you can't push these black things down here, this pieces of plastic, okay? Since you can't do that, you can't plug this in to charge it, which it's a little bit odd. So there must be a reason for this, and one that I'm not aware of yet. I'm finding really no way to do it. So we'll have to dig into that, like how exactly does this thing charge? And that might be the reason it's not working at the moment. So the next thing that I'll do is attempt to pair it one more time, but I'm just not getting a reaction out of the pen. So it likely did not come already, paired, and already charged. I'm going to try that again here. Try holding down the 2 buttons. So there's a status light that I'm trying to activate. I'm getting nothing. So this is probably not charged. Okay. All right, so I'll play around with this and see if we can get that on the next video. So for now, here's sort of where I'm at. You've got this great device. I shouldn't say it's great. I've been obsessing about this for a couple of years. I've been trying to get my hands on one, and Lenovo's great at working with me. They're awesome, but this is one device that's been in high demand, short supply, and anyhow, long story short. So, okay, not fair to say it's a great device yet. We've got a really cool device, all right? Super neat, a really cool, low-profile device with some awesome features that take your Surface to the next level, and like little touches like this fabric on the back of the keyboard and the Bluetooth keyboard, and soon we'll test the audio and that type of thing. So it appears to be a super neat machine that comes with a pen, Bluetooth keyboard, but not available in the States. So I will dig into this. I'll figure out how to get the pen to work. I'll do some writing tests. We'll get a more in-depth video out here in the coming weeks. It can take me some time, and we'll go from there. I just thought of, we could probably unplug the cap. Let's see, bam. This is how we're gonna charge it. So, okay, this is how you're gonna charge the pen. You're gonna plug it into the wall or your machine through USB-C. That's how it will charge, bam, okay. Good, I ended the video without being an idiot. Okay, thanks a lot everybody. More to come, cheers.